Hello, Internet. We are on you, in you, broadcasting to you. What's up?
Hey.
Yo.
As you can... Whoa. What was that? That was a subscription or something? I
Yeah.
can't see.
Ashley.
Ashley?
Oh, wow.
Thank you, Ashley.
Doesn't overlay the thing. It goes under the battle cam.
I don't know if something's going on. Like, I have the Twitch app running and it keeps like disconnecting and
Fix that. Sorry your thing didn't pop up, Ashley, but thank you for the sub. I think that's a good sub. Her sub is yay.
Speaking of which,
I feel like we're gonna get another sub. So everyone, welcome to Stop, Drop, and Roll. We are back from our holiday hiatus, and we will be going strong with our every other week schedule. For the time being, I don't foresee any nearby breaks or anything coming up, but we'll sort that out for you guys just to make sure. But we're back this week. That's what matters. And as you can see, if you're looking at stream, no longer will we be using our dinky little words on white squares for tokens. New year, new stream. We have brand new character tokens for combat, done by our very own May. I was trying to think of a better, fancier way,
really,
but it's
really
May.
anticlimactic. I was expecting something, and you were just like, "And
May.
For some reason,
Sorry,
Roll20
that's all
keeps
you
doing this
needed.
thing
It
where
was
it
just
jumps down.
May.
Yeah, but May, our Rinlin, our resident barbarian for Stop, Drop, and Roll, made these cool Overwatch-style character icons for Roll20. They're pretty dope. I'm pretty excited to use them.
I really like doing them if people want them."
Yeah, so if you have any inquiries and anybody is interested in getting some characters done, feel free to join our Discord, and at May or at an admin and be like, who did those cool character icons? And we'll be like, May. But yeah, they're pretty dope. And let's find a reason to use them. So, we are not going to roll a d20 this time because it has been almost, like, what, a month IRL since we've played this game? Possibly longer. So, we all are probably in the same boat of not remembering completely exactly where we were. So, I am going to task my players as a whole to work together and try and piece together with their notes and shorthand and what they remember and what talking about last time inspires them to remember a
I think the
recap.
last thing I have written, we're in Ares looking for Silas Muller. Or no, helping Silas Muller, looking for the doctor.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Silas Muller is a victim of the people that are extorting him for money and protection for his shop front.
Yes.
There's a Dr. Alrath that is,
Good, because I
one
couldn't read
that's-
what I wrote.
yeah, possibly handing out loans and punishing those who don't pay back. That same doctor is also in the docks, is maybe altering his goons in some special ways. He's a human, tall, thin, bald, glasses, long, white coat, bizarre-looking fella. And then there's a
Also
Washoon
being targeted is a Washoon scroll maker,
Oh, yep.
that's being extorted.
Yep.
June. And for those of you keeping count, we are at 49 kills and 23 saves on my list.
There's more that I've
And-
written about Doctor. I wrote Trist with a question mark next to it. Necromancer with a question mark next to it. Thugs are human but not animalistic. And Warehouse by the docks, and we have an address.
Oh, cool. This
I
was
don't
one
know.
aspect of the Blue Dragon Syndicate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, hold on. It was 3 Claw Coalition. And let's see. This is probably 1. Docks on the west side of the city, drugs. This is their drug. There's something drug related here. I thought we were going after money, but I guess We're going after the drug.
Well, we are going after the doctor who's punishing people who don't pay back on their loans.
Yeah.
So we are chasing the
Who-
money.
You just
And
completely went.
Kale and Atone protected a shopkeeper. What did you do, Soul?
Oh,
You told your story to
I
the
told
guy.
my story
Oh,
to
yeah.
poor Trezin Van Gogh. He was stuck with me for a while, and I, as a person, feel bad for him, but I'm sure Soul thinks he enjoyed every minute of it.
I completely forgot about that, and now I remember, and it
And
makes me really
then-
happy.
Rinlin and Ember became UFC fighters,
Excuse
and
you.
hey, I got to fight too.
I became UFC world champion.
I said UFC fighters. And you got a girlfriend named Kasami,
Yeah.
who you just don't realize is your girlfriend yet.
Future wife.
Future wife. After you beat her ass.
I did. It was good.
She was into it though.
She was into it.
She was so into it.
I'm not gonna lie, for some reason that's the only thing I remember, and Soul's trying to convert people. Or rambling, I'm not entirely sure what he was doing. I don't
He wasn't
remember-
converting because this guy was also already a Vangalite. He was just telling his story to him,
Ah, I don't remember the entire
like for
first part
4
of it.
days.
Yeah. And amongst that, he like tried to get support from the Church of Van Gogh.
Why are
It just
we in
didn't really work.
Oris?
To stop
You are
the-
in Orez
Help me.
because, kind of an overarching summary,
Hit me with that TLDR.
We were sent by Alistair.
the party met in Orizia. You were looking. Ember and Rinlin were sent to find Kalian, who was traveling with Atone. You met Soul along the way. You were all kind of had dealings with the Dragon Syndicate in some capacity. You found out that you
Why
were.
does everyone keep going silent?
Hope I don't go silent. You found that you were all connected to a mini conspiracy of people who witnessed a murder during the Darkest War by several Dragon Syndicate members. Rinlin and Ember's connection was their boss slash Rinlin's mother figure, Bronwyn, who sent them to go find out more information. Their travels brought them to Irgis, where you met a suave Oception man. Anyone remember his name?
Alistair.
Yeah, Alistair.
That's also my future husband.
He,
Collecting.
with great
We liked him.
zeal and charm, persuaded you that you could work together with him in some capacity, and that he is suspicious of inner workings of the Dragon Syndicate, kind of a faction that is wanting to go rogue or go against the wishes of the overall Dragon Syndicate and kind of do their own thing, which you believe is the same group that is involved with the murder that you saw. Brad Diamond donates 1 bit and says, "Nerds." Hi, Brad.
Wow,
Hey,
sorry.
Brad.
You then traveled to Orez City after some roundabout ways of getting the information that that's where the Three Clawed Coalition is, and you're currently in the city trying to find the person who is responsible for all of your hardships and heartbreaks and whatnot, so you can have Bronwyn not be in hiding and on the run and be done with this whole weird conspiracy thing that's been going on with the Dragon Syndicate, and have them stop trying to kill you because you are witnesses and whatnot to the fact. Also, Alistair wanted your help, and you all were real cool with that because he's pretty.
We
Yep.
have priorities.
It's the only reason.
All of us, every
Just-
single one of us.
Just saying, if Soul got a wish, he'd probably wish for working genitalia.
I mean,
That's
fair.
fair. Brad Diamond cheers for Nerds again. Thank you, Brad.
Cheer for everyone's love of Alistair.
Yeah, that's a good thing to cheer for.
I swear, if he ends up being the big bad,
Oh, I'm waiting. It's gonna happen. He's gonna betray the fuck out of us.
Wouldn't that be depressing?
Anyways, that wasn't.
It'd be worth it. Worth it.
Maybe we can.
Oh, this is what I had planned. What does
No,
Brad
yeah.
say now?
No. No.
Brad, 10 million bits.
I'm glad we have a price for that.
He's gonna name it Brad.
10 million bits let you name its first character.
Yes. There you go. It's a really long. It's the long con. I'll try to go.
I can see David being like, son or daughter.
Daddy,
Let me teach you how to play D&D. However, your character has to be named. Whatever.
Why is my name Group?
Why is my name I pooped my pants? But yes, the party is currently in Aura City. Once you got there, you did all the things that you guys just discussed. Eunice, I can't even say that. Eunice Yaxley? That's so hard to say.
Oh my god.
Is that a reference to
From back
something?
here,
That sounds mildly
from back
familiar.
here, it says Uncle Yackley to me, but that's because I can't see.
Uncle
I Googled it,
Yackley.
doesn't say anything.
Okay.
It's probably just the name that Brad decided.
Just Brad being Brad. Gotcha.
Wow. I have a gem for this if we're gonna do fantasy name generator.
The only name of the individual who runs the Three Claw Coalition you know is named Quickfang. That's what he's
That's what
known as.
If you needed to know that, you should have just told me. I got that back in my notes. Highlight.
Constantine Vanguard. That one I do
Hey,
know. I've met him in 2 different
Oh.
characters. But
fantasy name generator.
all right. So, we will pick up. The party is gathered in the tavern you guys are staying at. I don't remember what I called it. I know you guys had one. It was probably
Dusty
something.
Hazelnut Inn.
The Dusty Hazelnut Inn. Sounds about right.
Sounds about right.
And yeah.
We had a long conversation about how you dust hazelnuts.
in
With
cocoa
like
powder.
little toothbrushes.
Alright, so we're in the inn.
Hey
So I
guys, I,
think-
have a girlfriend.
I think our plan was to try to assault the docks in some manner. We might have had some clever infiltration plan, but I don't recall though.
I don't think we made it to clever infiltration plan. I don't even know if we all got back together yet.
Okay, cool.
Because you guys had an adventure, we had an adventure, Soul had a long conversation.
Still had a talk.
We did, but you know, every now and
Adventure, long
Somebody
conversation.
left me.
That's how it goes.
I think Mario's trying to get sound back up.
then-
He's having issues.
Oh, poor Mario.
Let us know if you can hear us, Mario.
Miru.
Mario.
So me.
I don't feel bad making that joke because it's Mario's Discord name.
Yeah. That's why I don't feel bad. I need to start getting some like gel and just getting my mustache to go straight out.
Yeah, you gotta make a good first impression with the baby.
Well, at least
I found it.
at least he can wait until like the baby's really used to him having full facial hair and then just shave one day.
And then probably- that baby will cry so much.
Yeah, I believe it.
I'll probably have facial hair until the kid's old enough to realize that I'm their dad without facial hair as well.
Oh, that kid's screwed. I tie my hair so much.
Did we just lose? some-
No, Mario came back.
Okay.
Hello, Mario.
Can you hear us, Mario?
God, that sounds awful.
Yeah. Not working.
It sounds like you're underwater, like you're talking from a fish tank.
He's just a Triton. Leave him alone.
He's a deep one. That's what he is.
He has become his patron.
He's
Oh wait, he's a good
using
patron.
deep speech.
Oh, there goes his video.
Bye, Mario. Blah blah.
It wouldn't be a stream without some technical difficulties.
Oh yeah.
Stop,
especially after
drop, and
a
roll
while.
is back in full swing, folks.
To be fair, though, we have had a hard time on Mondays for some reason.
Okay,
Yeah,
so now David is playing Rinlin.
Hello.
May is playing Soul. Tiff is playing a Tone.
Wait. Oh, no, I went the wrong way.
Kyle is
Hold on.
Ember. And Kaylee.
No, he's Ember and the tree is Kalian, so not
Oh,
much.
nope, that
Oh,
was the
okay.
right way. It was just the lag. Oh, no, I just gotta do both. Alright.
It
You can just be
Mario
both.
came back. We can see Mario again.
Is he in his own spot, or is he someone else now too?
Nope, you are
No,
in
we're
your
right.
normal spots.
We're normal.
I wouldn't go that far, but you're in your normal spots.
Trying to get Discord running on my server. Oh,
You were a bit more audible that time.
well, hold on. I'm disconnecting again.
Oh my lord.
He was only 50 meters underwater instead of 100.
He's coming up for it.
Hi everyone that I linked the stream to, promising to actually be playing D&D.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Oops.
Oh yeah, I posted on Facebook.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loud and
I have no
proud.
audio.
Ooh, I
What?
gotta get way up. I gotta fix it.
Right.
Get loud.
Oh my goodness, I'm so yawny.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're real
Yeah,
loud.
I can hear
Yeah,
you.
I can hear you now too. That's amazing. All right.
That audio quality is
Not
something.
stellar,
It's
but
bad.
we can hear you.
That's
Yeah.
the important part.
That's weird because I'm using the same microphone I always use.
That is weird.
It's very loud. You're very loud.
I had him turned up when he was underwater, and now I turned it back down, and he sounds fine.
Just
I don't know
gonna
if that's relevant.
turn you back down.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too.
All right. We good?
Think so.
Okay.
Gucci.
Audio seems to be sticking around for me this time.
Good. 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 Good.
Yay.
So the
We're in the
party
inn.
is in the inn.
So we need to make a plan. Let's go after that dude.
Did we find out how they paid Dr. Allrath?
I don't think we got that far.
Nope.
He's a loan shark, so
Did we bring him to the inn, or did we leave him? We brought him to the inn, didn't we? Is he here with us?
No, the doctor
Silas?
guy is that. Oh, Silas.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Silas. I thought we brought him in and were questioning him.
He was here, but we ended with you guys finishing talking to him. You could get him in here again, or if there was anything else you want to ask since you're here.
Yeah, I think we should start working on our plan. I was thinking that we could pretend to make the payment as an infiltration technique.
Right, like go up and be like, we have Silas Mueller's payment.
Yeah, or something.
That could work.
I mean, it's solid. I mean, it'll get us at least eyesight of him. That way we can mess his
Well, we'll
world up.
probably get eyesight on a lackey, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, we could modify it and cause trouble that will eventually get up to the right person. Like, if we only get a lackey, we could say, well, we're like a new gang moving in, and we're not here to cause trouble. We're just going to represent this part of the town, and we'd like to make an arrangement with you where we collect for you and we get a cut. and I'll bet they pushed that up the chain or something. Not that I know anything about criminal enterprises at all.
Of course not.
It's totally not in Killian's wheelhouse.
I can torture them.
Soul
Plan
can,
B. Solid Plan B.
yeah.
Is that helpful? I don't.
I can hide in a bag of holding.
That is true.
It is true. Do you have any pointy bits?
I think he's like made entirely of pointy bits.
We
That
might
is
not want to
true.
put him in the bag of holding.
We could wrap him in the carpet first.
I have a hat.
Oh, I forgot to draw the hat on your picture. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
That's right, he only wears it half the time.
I need to fix the entire icon.
However, I do see that you did return to wearing the top hat in my notes.
Yes. I had to look fancy.
He has a top hat. I want a top hat.
Oh
He
my
did
god.
that. He spent like a gold on a top
We're gonna go
hat.
buy top hats. Joe, make a hat store.
All right, you find a hat store. I feel like we've done this thing before.
I actually think I bought a bowler cap.
Like, I feel like you guys legit roleplayed going to a hat store in a previous session.
We definitely
We did. That's how David got the hat.
That's how I got the hat.
He was so excited.
Was-
He paid a gold for it.
You crazy kids.
Even
Yeah,
though
I
it
have
was, like,
I have a bowler hat. It's in my inventory.
We'll be the hat crew.
That looks spiffy.
I don't think I really wear hats. My ears get in the way.
You need to have them custom made.
True.
In all
So,
honesty, Orez City would probably have hats for Inu's in. They have a lot of different races here.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'd want a hat like that went around my ears or over them. Like I'd be very picky about my hat.
They probably have like slits.
so where is the party going right now?
Nowhere.
Whose turn is
Making
it?
a plan. Making a plan.
We're making-
Oh, okay.
So if we said we wanted to question Silas about how he made his payment to Dr. Alrath, what kind of information would we get or have gotten?
You do know this. Silas had people come and collect every time. That's why he was on the run.
Simple plan. We wait for them to come collect. We follow them. Boom, bang, boom. We find them. We take care of it.
That is simple.
Yeah, we could do that. That
I'm
would
really stealthy, guys.
at least reduce the amount of thugs.
Yeah, I'm not super stealthy either, but I will try.
I'm really stealthy.
We are in one of the most populated cities in the country. You don't have
And
to
I'm
be
in-
stealthy. You just gotta blend in.
I'm wearing full plate mail.
I can do that. I have a necklace for it.
What spells do I have?
I forgot. I can be anybody I want. I turn into Kasami.
Oh, I forgot we got you a hat of disguise.
It's a necklace, but yeah. Rinlin doesn't wear hats or she would mess up her hair.
That is a side effect of hats.
Can't have hat hair when I've got these glorious warrior braids.
With things braided in them.
Yeah.
Worked real hard on that.
I just realized Soul's got crystals for hair, so the hat realistically is gonna get stabbed and torn to shreds eventually.
Oh no, it probably already has holes in it. Like,
Well, technically Ildera can, like you can cut your quote unquote hair. Like, so if you wanted to wear the top hat and it's like a full top hat, you would just get all the ones that are going laterally and like break them off, so it's just vertical.
I got this.
Do straight vertical.
Yeah.
I got this.
Turns Soul's head into a spear.
Somebody hold Soul.
Like
We're giving him a haircut.
like what's his name from Hey Arnold?
Gerald.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Gerald. Yeah.
I have a warhammer. I'm not afraid to use it. Let's do this.
I think Saul would just like reach up and break stuff off to make it to where it was just like a point,
He's at just 1 point, like a unicorn.
just like a single point, just like a massive point.
The unicorn.
But like not tall enough to stab through the hat.
No, just tall enough to make it to where the hat's sitting on the point.
Forget javelins. Rinlin's gonna throw you.
That's a good idea.
Dead.
So, can we do something where we can execute that? Let's go hunt some bad
Let's
guys.
go follow the bad guys
Oh,
to,
yeah.
to the guy, and then we
Follow
just
them.
take care of the guy that's making other bad guys worse.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
I like your euphemisms or things. Take care of. Like we don't know what that means.
Hey,
Yeah,
you
let's
never
do that.
know. We could convert them.
Is
Well,
it no?
if they notice us following them, we'll just take them out and question them, and then we can go and just show up with the money and be like,
We have our
With
Enos
the
in
guys,
lie
yeah.
detector. We have.
We have very two different definitions of taking them out. Because if I take them out, then we aren't talking to them.
Or we can take out their tongue.
But then they're not talking to us either. We should not be the ones to take them out. You guys should take them on a date.
I can do that.
Oh,
I have
no.
charm person.
I can stand there and look very terrifying.
Or you could stand there and look really appealing. Because you
Oh.
can change into whatever you want.
Yeah. Me and my -1/-1 for charisma intelligence will be really good at that.
That pretty lady is really mean.
If we end up hurting them to the point where they are no longer of the living, I can still talk to them.
Oh yeah,
Alright.
because you can just make them undead.
Not quite, but I can speak to their spirits.
Yeah.
I speak to spirits too.
This is true.
I rage. And one of my ghost buddies in the middle of this tavern.
Rah!
And I start throwing cups to keep my rage going.
At random passerbys.
Sorry, it's so I can show off my friends.
Scout, heads up! Boink!
So dumb, I'm not doing that.
Alright, so let's head to Silas's shop front.
Okay.
Do you want me to look like a sexy lady? Or man? I don't...
Oh, look like Alistair. That,
You
wait,
know what?
That's probably
Oh,
not smart,
no.
actually.
Oh, no. Wait.
Like that's
I
probably
was
a bad
into it.
idea.
I was like, yeah! And then I was like, oh...
I feel like Quicksang might know Alistair. That would be interesting.
Yeah, at that point we'd be like, hi.
That would be like shortcut right to the top. That's where we need to go.
Oh, we could shortcut right to the top with that.
Can we have
I-
the one that can talk to people and lie to people do that, though?
I was like, do you want me to do that?
Just be like, I can't talk anymore. Lost my voice. Done.
Things I didn't
There-
expect the
there
party
go.
do on our first day back for 500.
What? Dress up as Alistair to go straight to the top?
Yeah, yeah.
It's so smart though, but yeah, definitely Mario should be the one to
Yeah.
do that.
Just do it, Mario. Walk into the Starfront as that guy. Alistair.
Alistair.
Is that what we want to do? I'll
Oh,
do it.
this is the plan now.
Do the
Game. 100%.
do the Noir's voices change when they change as well? Because we've heard
Yep.
his voice.
Yeah.
You can imitate voices.
Joe's let me do voice stuff before, so
Yup.
with people that I probably knew less than Alistair's. Although I guess I don't really know
This is
Alistair.
gonna be good, guys.
I think we should all three of us be Alistair. Atone, me, Ridlin. Just go
Yeah,
different parts of
nothing
the city.
strange about that.
No, and there's a good story behind it. Be like, look, I was recently attacked, and so now I got body doubles.
I really want to go as Ash just because I can, but at the same time, there's no reason for me to hide Roland.
Okay. You guys make your way to the storefront. Soul, you look like Soul.
Yep.
Ember looks like Ember.
Yep.
Kalian looks like Kalian. What do you look
Yeah,
like?
I think
Okay.
so. I can't
Rinlin,
take advantage of
Rinlin, what
mine.
do you look like?
Whatever. Ash. We'll pull out the Ash disguise.
Okay, so another Inuzin. And Atone, what do you look like?
There's something terrifying about
Yes,
murder.
the name is Alistair.
Going as Alistair? Okay.
You said there's something terrifying as what?
About murder twins.
Murder twins.
Atone, you have a set of fine clothes, right?
Well, I can make my clothes look like whatever I want,
Oh, okay, cool.
right? I mean, I'm
Oh, can you replicate his weird little seal thing?
his seal. You know,
Like
remember-
He had a
it was
special.
a really
program.
fancy
like a
like
physical stamp.
His
like
talisman.
the Dragon Syndicate like badge thing that I've been collecting. But he had like
Yeah.
a super fancy one.
His was a higher up one.
If you have minor illusion.
Kalian's got forging skills. We could probably pull that off. I don't know.
I have a forgery kit. I typically use it for paperwork. Theoretically, with Ridlin's help, we could forge a seal.
Antone, your hippy dippy magic stuff. It goes to your clothes, so just make the thing part of your clothes.
So yeah, it's a necklace kind of thing. So I guess I could do that. So sure.
Was it a
I
necklace? I thought
missed-
he just had it like in his
It was
hand.
it was not
I
a
don't remember.
necklace.
Yeah, he just had it.
It was like
So
a
your
badge.
Your best bet is to take one of Ember's and use minor illusion to make it look like theirs.
I don't have
I
my.
say out of character.
I
'cause
have
Roland
minor
would
illusion, I
not
think. Let me look.
know that.
Oh, I don't have minor illusion. That's
Does Atone have minor
level
illusion?
7.
Yep.
Oh, where's my plan? I lost my plan with my notes. Joe, that's crippling. You don't understand.
I
Minor
do
illusion is a
understand.
cantrip.
It's funny.
Yeah, I'm definitely planning on taking it eventually, but I don't have it yet. I took prestidigitation instead so I could clean my clothes.
Yep.
Totally.
Priorities.
That's definitely
Indeed.
in character.
Do you have any sort of stuff like that, like major image or?
I do have silent image.
I just pulled this up. It just says no larger than a 15-foot cube, so in theory you could use it.
Yep, it could be smaller.
I could burn a level 1
And
spell.
generally, seals aren't that loud, unless they're
Yeah.
or
They're not loud.
if he needs it, I'll cast the spell.
And with silent image you can move it around.
Yeah.
So if his hand moves, you can move it with his hand.
Yeah.
It's just
Which is
something that
good.
we would need to cast it prior to going in, and we would be restricted to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because if you casted it there, it would be very obvious.
Oh, that's true.
But he can
Maybe
just
they
hold
just
one
want
of
to
them.
ask.
I mean, maybe.
I don't want to burn it for the mook. If I have spells left, we can do it before talking to doctor. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say just keep one on you either way.
Right.
You can take your pick though, because I have like 12.
Do
Right.
we have a blue?
I do.
What, isn't Alistair blue?
No, he was
No,
gold.
he was
Alistair was
gold.
gold.
We didn't kill anybody from that one.
We didn't have any
Fancy.
gold ones. No, wait, did we?
I think
Did
we
we
had
No.
blue and
gold
white.
I don't
You had
think-
no gold.
We have blue and white.
Yeah.
You guys have never fought a member of the Gold Dragon Syndicate.
We would
No,
be
yeah,
alive.
just
We
the
did-
slave trader. Just the slave traders.
Yep. So to the Silas's store.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
What time of day is it? Let's see. We're gonna say it's late afternoon, getting close to evening. You end up at Silas's storefront. You see that it is as Silas described. The windows are all boarded up. Closed sign is there, kind of like he abandoned it. Skip town, which was his original plan. Doesn't seem to be any lights on inside or anything.
Let's go in and clean it up so that the guy collecting money shows up.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
Especially since you have prestidigitation.
It's not significantly fast for large areas. I'm gonna pull out my place up because I need it tonight. I think it's limited to like 5 pounds or 1 foot area or something.
Walking up to the door, would you guys have talked to Silas about this beforehand to get a key to the door, or no?
I don't think we would have bothered.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 1 cubic foot
Okay.
per casting. I'm just gonna pick the lock. With my invisible mage hand, so I can do it from 30 feet away, so that it doesn't look suspicious.
Go ahead and roll a sleight of hand check. First D20 roll the new year.
What? What's my bonus? Unbelievable. 21.
Okay. Not a very complex lock, as it's just kind of a average run-of-the-mill store, general store type deal. Is that what Silas sold? What did we say Silas is?
Clothes, remember?
Clothes.
I
Yeah,
bought fancy
run-of-the-mill
clothes.
clothing store.
Yep.
That's right. Okay. Pick the lock, slip on in. There are racks of clothing, nice gentlemen's suits and ladies' pants suits.
Do I see anything that would? What is Soul wear? Does Soul wear clothes?
Soul wears armor.
Soul wears armor that's part
Oh,
of his
you
body.
guys-
Soul
you
is
guys-
always naked.
You guys all wear armor.
I don't.
I'm looking for clothes.
I
You don't wear armor? I'm looking for clothes that would look good on Rinlin.
I wear like
really,
leather
really nice.
and fur and
Make an investigation roll.
Ooh, I'm so good at those.
also, do you want to die, buddy?
I'm not. I'm just gonna suggest politely that Rinlin, these would look really good on you.
I'm waiting for it.
This
Kind
game hasn't changed a bit.
Did you roll advantage on that?
I did roll with advantage.
Okay.
19.
Yep.
So, looking through, it seems like the selection of dwarven wear that this establishment carried was a little bit lacking for what's left in the store. You remember he had like a good amount and everything when he was on the run. Presumably he took slightly smaller pieces of garment because they're easier to carry. So you remember him having a lot of like halfling, gnome, dwarf, probably Inuzen size clothing on the racks because he could carry more of it. So here he's got a lot more stuff sized for like half orcs, Visar, good number of humans as well. However, you do find one outfit that you're pretty sure would fit a dwarf. It's a little out of character for the rest of the shop. It's not so much a pantsuit as it is a frilly, multi-layered,
Fuck off.
like French noblewoman of the like 1800s type dress, like a ball gown almost.
How many pounds is this dress?
Between 20 and 30, you would guess. It's like one of those poof-tastic ordeals.
Okay, I've leveled since I put 40 pounds of paper in my extra dimensional space.
No.
I'm gonna take approximately enough paper out
No.
so that I can sneak the dress in there.
You cash the
Oh.
dress.
Hopefully without anybody noticing.
Okay.
Oh, you're not gonna bring it up? Because I so want to comment on that.
Not yet. I'm saving it.
The funny thing is, it probably wouldn't fit. Rinland's super chunky. Like,
But imagine all the things you could hide under the dress. Oh my gosh, look, javelin. Oh, here's an axe.
Oh my god, could you imagine? This poofy ball dress, just like the entire inside is sewn with weapons and junk.
Oh my gosh, that'd be great. And then I could hide under there as a wolf and pop out and be like, ah!
me, the player, is so into this.
I'm like watching May's face contemplate this, and she's like, "That's the fucking best idea I've heard all day."
Rinland, the character, would fucking kill you for suggesting it.
But how awesome would that be? Oh, I want to build this character who would wear an armor dress, basically.
I did. She was an Amari. She's a battle master Amari.
Amorai.
Oh my god.
Just. Oh my gosh. I am like.
I have to correct that one because Rachel gets really triggered for that one.
Is she gonna come at me? Like,
If she heard you, she
knives
might.
drawn?
Could
I don't think she's in chat. I think we're good.
could a heavy armor crystal for an Eldarin like female character grow out to be more like a dress?
You would probably have to find a custom designed one to do so, but
Are you wanting to wear a dress?
I might
Nathan?
make a female Eldera one day.
that's something we haven't really explored. Custom armor crystals to look
Like
different.
fashion crystals.
Passion crystals.
That's a good idea.
It's a really good idea.
I feel like they would have to exist.
That would be an awesome thing.
Hang on, I have to yell at
Oh, yeah.
people.
Especially since there's like higher up Eldera people, like they're like people in charge.
Yeah, but would they just wear clothes?
Probably, but
Like, if you're an Eldera that's not out battling and going crazy and adventuring, would you just wear clothes instead of armor crystals so, like, you're not naked?
if they go out, and if I was a higher up person, I would want to wear a really fancy ass looking armor crystal.
Yeah, like
Oh
like
my
armor
god,
crystals
yeah,
can be
I'd totally
different color,
down
right?
for it.
Theoretically,
I thought they had to be
they
either
match.
red or blue.
They match
They
you
match.
generally because they grow out of you.
Mm-hmm.
So
But
you
that's
better
an
hope you look
interesting
good in
idea
red or
to
blue.
explore.
May I, like, actually look around for things?
Sure.
You're not gonna find a particularly nice dwarven
22.
dress.
22.
Yeah. I'm not looking at the clothes because I don't give a shit. I'm looking for, like, important things.
Okay. You can definitely tell that this shop was abandoned and abandoned quickly. All the obvious things are gone, like there's cash just taken from the drawer. All sorts of documents and stuff are gone. There might be a stray receipt here or there that was dropped on the way out. Looks like this guy wanted to get out of like the particular neighborhood he was in really, really quick. And then he was just trying to pawn off as many dresses really quick as like a street vendor so he had enough money to presumably get a ticket on an airship or a regular ship or a donkey caravan or something and get out of Dodge.
So there's, like,
I feel like we
nothing
should have
here.
donated money to him.
With a 22, you do kind of stumble across something that is helpful. In his haste, he was grabbing a few supplies, and he seems to have left 2 little vials behind, which you almost immediately recognize as health potions. So you find 2 potions of healing amidst his stuff.
2d4 plus 2.
Yes.
Don't we all still have health potions? We've done really good, guys.
I
Yeah.
don't.
I have a health potion.
I do not.
Oh, you don't because you shoved it down my throat. Sorry.
Well, if you needed one, you could have just asked me. I have 3 in the bag of holding. So do you want to hang on to those?
Yeah, I'm hanging on to them. I didn't find anything.
In response to fashion crystals, Brad says that is possible. So, congratulations, guys. You created our fashion crystals.
Nice.
Whoa!
I feel like I'm
It's
part
nice
of
to know we
something.
have an impact.
I want to make an Eldera artificer so bad now.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Yeah.
I have a plus 2 shield, but I don't know why.
Do you have a shield?
Yeah, I have a +2 shield. Like,
Where'd you get
maybe I just
that?
put +2 because like that's the normal bonus to it.
That might be it.
That has to be because a +2 shield is like a very rare.
Yeah, I don't think I've given you guys +2 anything yet.
No. Okay. My notes are bad.
Yeah, I've got like a +1 Warhammer.
Yeah, I've got a returning dagger. That's it.
Because
I
a
have
+1
magic
shield
sword.
is rare. I have a shovel and an iron pot. I'm ready.
Guys, I just had to get the best idea.
Mario, are you still there, or are you just sitting really, really still?
No, my camera.
Whatever, we'll just leave him.
It's a very thoughtful pose. And
It
like,
is.
it's not
That's good.
unflattering at all. So
We'll leave it.
as long as we
Can
can
you
still
still
hear
hear
you.
me?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
still hear you.
Yeah, we can still hear you.
Usually, if I go into settings and I turn the test camera on and back off, it fixes it. So, try.
That's okay.
So what do we need to do in here? Do we need to like set up and wait for people to show up?
We're gonna set up. I'm
Yep.
gonna pose as the shop owner. I
Alright.
bought it from the guy.
Buying a new camera.
Guys, why didn't we just pose? Why didn't we just have one of you illusion as the shopkeeper?
We can still do that.
I can do that.
Better than my
You
idea.
can't do that, Alistair. Shut up.
Well, I mean, I feel like that's better than Alistair. I feel like that's less suspicious than Alistair.
I think
Like,
so too.
by a long shot.
I poke
Yeah.
Mario. Soul pokes Alistair in the head. He's like, turn into him.
Then I switch to Silas.
Silas Mueller.
Silas
Yeah, but
Mule.
can Silas Mueller get an audience with Dr. Alworth or Allrath or whatever the fuck his name is?
Probably.
Like Alistair can?
Probably if he says he'll pay his loan in full if he can
We
see
could.
him.
Is there a back room?
Yep.
Can we just have a tone in the back room as Alistair? I'll study this Silas thing really hard for a second, because I've never actually met Silas. And then I can just use another charge of my necklace to be Silas. Wait, I'm short.
Freaking
I can be Silas.
Kalian can be Silas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Just
can be
use it for my
Silas.
spells.
He can be.
Alistair, Silas.
Thanks.
We'll just have everybody here.
Yeah. And then, but we'll have Alistair in the back room so that he can like dramatically walk out later and just be like.
I feel like Alistair would dramatically walk out.
I feel like Alistair would just be dramatically sitting behind the desk, honestly. Like with his feet up.
I'm
I
so
would-
proud he made such a big impact on you guys.
We just love him for like no reason.
You should.
Soul
He
is
made
gonna.
really good liquor.
Yeah, he did. Soul's gonna
Right,
set
that's
up.
no reason. Sorry, David.
Soul's gonna set up a clothes rack and hide in it.
Wow.
I just pictured out there with like clothes hanging up his arm.
Are any of the clothing racks actually big enough for you to hide in?
Maybe.
We're at Walmart and he's hiding in the circle.
Uncomfortably for anybody who would actually care. Soul being in Eldera probably doesn't.
Nope.
I think my camera's screwed.
It's okay.
Alright, so I'll use one of my spells to look like Silas.
Okay.
This guy's so how long does that last? I might wait to use that until we see somebody approaching.
Okay.
So I'm hiding. So I'm hiding in the back as Alistair.
Yep.
Okay.
Waiting to approach dramatically.
Yeah, it lasts an hour, so I'm gonna wait till we see somebody approaching.
Okay.
Do you want to just post up on either side of the door, looking,
Official.
or like on the? Is there at either side of the desk, or is it against the wall? Like the counter.
So, if you walked into the store, on the right, there's like the little entranceway to behind the counter, and then it's like a long counter that kind of curves. Across from the counter are a bunch of racks of clothing, and there's clothing all along the walls. Along the back wall, opposite of the door that you come in, there are changing rooms, and then next to the changing rooms, there's a small little hallway that leads to the back room. The behind the counter also connects to the back room that way, so there's 2 doors into the back room, and the back room is pretty much just a stock room, mostly with clothing, and there's a small lavatory in the back as well.
I'll like hop up on the counter and sit on the like where it curves,
Mhm.
and just like cross my legs and look really bored.
And
Really,
I
really
will wait on the other side,
And
kind of leaned against the counter, also
Okay.
looking bored.
Okay.
just having like a dagger out and like playing with it.
Soul is hiding in a clothing rack. Kaling is pretending to be Silas as soon as... So he'd be behind the counter, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Where is Atone disguised as Alistair?
In the back room.
Okay.
So what's our plan? What's our like con? What's the story we're gonna tell?
Question.
Okay. Question.
That's a good question.
Oh.
why am I Alistair?
You could always say that Alistair has
Offered to pay his loan in full.
or approves of the way that they've been running their business and would like to speak to their higher up.
We could do both those.
Yeah.
The goal is to get to the doctor, right?
Yeah.
The doctor, or skip right to Quick Fang.
Yeah. The amount of expressions Joe is going through right now.
It's my poker face.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, try to have Alistair be like, you did some good shit. Take me to your leader because I'm Alistair and I'm a badass.
Take
I
me
come
to
in
your
peace.
leader.
Joe and I both have the same idea there.
So let's see. We'll say Alistair is a friend of a cousin of mine from Ergus, and he heard about what was going on, and he looked into it, and he offered to cover my loan, but he was also impressed with the operation, so the loan payment is a sign of good faith towards Alrath, but he also wants to become more involved with both Alrath and Quick Fang.
Sure.
Okay, I can go with that. That explains how Alistair got
Knows
involved.
about
this
Cyrus.
little guy,
Cyrus.
yeah.
Also, do you want me and Ember to be Alistair's guards?
Makes more sense than
Yeah, that makes way more sense.
In
yeah.
reality, that's why we're actually here, but we're just... So when they're like, who are these people, Alistair could just open the door and be like, they're my guards.
Yeah, I think Alistair's kind of doing me a favor, but he's not really terribly friendly with me, so I'm a little like. Well, Silas was kind of nervous about everybody anyway, so I'm gonna be real nervous about you two.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, be super nervous that we're sitting there, especially since I'm literally playing with a knife.
And we're
I'll
looking
keep
bored
waiting.
as shit. And you're probably waiting for us to just try and like antagonize you or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Atone, don't be nice to me. I'm basically a means for you to get to
Okay.
a business opportunity.
Yeah, Soul pops his head up. He's like, "Do you need a chili pepper so you can sweat?"
I don't know if I like chili pepper.
That's not the point.
You hate it, it's more of a
It's
reason
about
to-
making you sweat. It's not.
Just do some, just run in place for a while.
I
Yeah.
also
Or just
I also
think about
don't
Renland
think-
javellining you.
I don't think either of those would work with my illusion. I think I'll just make the illusion sweat.
Sweat.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if we wanna up the fear factor here, we can have him generate a few ghost peppers, or whatever, and have Rinlin chase you around until you eat them.
Or I could just, and I take the knife that's in my hand and I throw it at him, but like,
Past him.
barely. Like barely. Like give his illusion a haircut.
Make an attack roll.
Oh.
Am I proficient in daggers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're simple weapons.
Is it strength
100%.
or dex?
Yeah, it's whatever you want. They're finesse.
Oh yeah, they're finesse. Yeah. It's an 18 on the die.
Okay, you pull it off.
So it's gonna be
I really only cared about the die roll. You pull it off. What you were going for.
24. Yeah.
Silas gives you a very uncharacteristic eye squint.
Yeah.
You get hard side eye.
So,
Collect my dagger and go back to playing with it.
a couple hours pass, and it gets to be about the time that this shop would probably be closing down. It's getting later, sun is starting to get low in the sky, and you guys see
Oh, I have a
several
mithril dagger. Sorry.
several figures walking towards the shop.
Can me and Ember have our matching mithril daggers out?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I'm looking. All right, so I'm going to turn into Silas, and I'm going to look busy with a particular dress-sized gift box with wrapping paper and a bow. just to be in character, though.
Okay.
And we're playing the twin thing up real hard.
The individuals walk up to the door. There are 3 of them. Two of them look humanoid. They look a little large to be humanoids. Like, for humanoids, like, you've seen half-orcs this big, but you've seen Visar
Very
this
few
big, but they
humans.
clearly don't have wings. Very few humans. And then there's one who looks to be kind of short. You think he might be a halfling. He's a little tall for a halfling, but he's about the right size. They're very well covered, like full cloaks, gloves, boots, wrappings around most of their face. You can kind of make out eyes. Their hoods are up, so it's really hard to see anything. And they enter the store.
Did Silas tell me that he gets the same people or different people each time to collect his money? I think he said different, right?
I swear he said different, yeah.
Yeah, usually different.
Yeah. Okay. Hello. We're about to close. How may I help you?
I think you know why we're here. A very low, growly voice comes from the tallest of the individuals.
I make
Everyone,
a point to
please-
continue kind of looking bored, but
Okay.
also a little like I'm a little bit more interested now.
Everyone who can see them, so probably not a tone if you're in the back room, make a perception check.
Nat 20.
22.
16.
Ember, you're looking at
Oh,
the
I got
little
a
one?
With a 22.
I should've
You're
left
looking
my
at the
cigarette
little
for
one?
you.
And you notice something a little strange. You see behind him, just for a brief second, it kind of swishes out, and then it kind of curls back to where it's supposed to be hiding. Something that looks like a tail. It's
Oh,
not furry, but it's almost like... The only way you can describe it is like a rat tail. Kind of like more skin than anything, and then it's back tucked away under whatever cloak or whatever he has. It just kind
And
of
was
like
that the
twitches out.
shorter one?
Yep, the little guy.
It's a kobold.
I think it's one of the animal things.
I was
Doctor.
about to say you made the rat people from Borderlands.
Alright, and I'm making a point that my eyes kind of like flicker over to it, and I don't even try and hide the fact that I saw it.
Just stare him down.
But I don't really say anything either, because I feel like a bodyguard wouldn't. Just
Yeah.
like I noticed. Hey, I know.
Looking at his eyes, you can see that there's a little extra hair kind of in between his eyes and poking around. Looks like he's probably covered in some sort of fur. Brinlin, you might, with a 22, you would probably notice that little bit about the eyes. They're covered in, like, he's got fur on his face. The big one again says, "We're here to collect," in a low, growly voice. I'm not going to do it because I don't feel like killing my throat.
I got you. We're here to collect.
Yeah, just like that.
About that, I actually have all of the funds for my entire loan amount. If I could speak with the doctor, I would appreciate the ability to pay off my entire debt. If that's okay.
I give him a look. I like glare at him disapprovingly.
The big one looks, the one who's been doing the talking, looks around. Who are they?
I look nervously at the two of them. Come with the source of funding to pay off my loan. I've reached an agreement with a Mr. and I pretend to look at my notes. A Mr. Alistair Thornridge, who has agreed to pay my share. He's a friend of my cousin's, apparently.
Make a deception check.
There it is.
Big ol' 12.
Can we give him advantage by assisting him by backing up the fact that we are Alistair's guards?
Or is this where I should step out?
How do you want to play it? Do you want Rinlin and Ember to back up Kayleen? Or do you want a Tone to try and back
I
up
feel
Kayleen?
like if we're just bodyguards, I feel like a tone coming out would probably be better, and it would also make a little bit more sense that he didn't lie super great because he's nervous.
Yeah.
So I guess then
So
I will step out, sort of like disappointed, sighing, not looking at Kayleen's character. Kayleen's character doesn't exist. He's not here.
Doesn't even acknowledge him.
Yeah. Edris has come out and I go, look, I need some more business interests out here. Who are you with? You with Allrath, Quickfang? Who are you with?
Make a deception check, Mario.
Do I get anything on? I know I get.
I think you get a good amount.
I got a +7, but I have so many things that I have like advantage on. I don't even remember what any of them are anymore.
Was Kayleen assisting?
No.
No. No, not on this one. All right, so that is nat 20, 27.
The three of them kind of look at each other. The big one kind of looks back to you. Where would the doctor?
The doctor. Kind of laugh about that a little bit. Said, yeah, all wrath. That him and I need to do some business. And it starts with this shot.
This is a little unexpected.
Yeah, don't care what you expected.
Of course. Where would you like to meet the doctor?
I'm comfortable here.
Bring him here? You're sure? We can bring you to him if you want. Arrange that meeting.
I glanced to Ember and Rinlin, just kind of look like questioning at them, like sort of like, where would you rather do this? Both as a tone questioning Rinlin and Ember, and Alistair commanding his bodyguards to say, where are we doing this?
I believe we've made a decent home base here, and I would rather meet here.
There you have it. My security says we do it here. We do it here.
The other big one who hasn't been talking kind of looks around a little confused and kind of shrugs.
It's a home base when you've got them in your pocket.
I just kind of wave them off. I'm like, go fetch, please.
They hesitantly kind of look at each other, turn and exit.
Ugh,
Are they gone?
I don't like this. Just hang out. And...
So
yeah.
John, pseudo dragon. He's gonna go kind of hang out on the roof and watch.
They begin
My
walking away, heading towards the northeastern
I guess
or
I'm not-
northwestern part of the city.
I mean, I want to make sure that they come back from the same direction that they went, but I'm more just kind of. I want to see who they come back with and make sure they don't like, you know.
You could actually have him follow them from the airs. We could have them
He
lead
can only
us.
go so far though. Wrong tab. Can only go where I can keep my connection with him. Yeah, he has to stay within 100 feet of me for me to like have that connection with him.
But you can set
Yeah.
him off.
For you to communicate with him, he has to be within 100 feet. You can still see and hear through his eyes any distance. So if you gave him like a command like follow them
spy.
and then report back to me when they've found a location or something.
I think that's still only 100 feet.
No. I
No?
believe Kalian is correct in
Okay.
this instance.
You just can't give commands, but you can...
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then yeah, I'll have him follow.
Okay. Because how it works is you'll be seeing through the pseudo dragon's eyes, so like a tone himself has to kind of be blind to what's actually around him because you're seeing what the
Ward.
pseudo dragon is seeing.
Come stand beside one of us so we can, like, smack you if they come
Yeah.
back.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna now tell everyone. The shorter one had a tail.
And for...
Yeah, I got a nat 20, so I'm gonna say I saw it too.
Yep.
I didn't see anything.
You're
Because
in
you
it.
were in a clothing rack.
I really wanted to just make some bread and eat it. I want you all to know that. I resisted the urge.
I'm like, but you don't even eat.
I eat all the time. I'm a nervous eater. It's a good thing I can't get fat.
Do you have a problem with fat people?
No, it's just I'd be really big.
A tone as you kind of close your eyes and focus, seeing through your pseudo dragon's eyes. It's soaring above Aura's city, ever so quietly, and following these three individuals. They walk a ways and they turn down an alleyway. After walking down the alleyway, they run into two more individuals. One of them who looks to be about dwarf size, and then one of them who's even bigger than the other two. Like, this guy is huge. The only humanoids you can really justify being that big are usually, from your guys' experience since you've been to Rankagash, are half ogres. Usually some sort of giant blood within them. They meet up with these two individuals. They seem to be talking for a bit. Your dragon doesn't really get close enough to overhear. It's playing it very safe. And they turn and they start heading towards the dock area. Eventually, they get to a building. It matches the address that Silas gave you for where the building is that they tend to be at the docks. I think you got that information. But there you can see there are several other people kind of stationed inside. Go ahead and make a quick perception check as the pseudo dragon.
As the dragon. 1 second here. Switching. I think he gets
Advantage, I think you're right.
keen senses. Yes, advantage on perception checks with sight, hearing, and smell. Let's see. 18 plus 21.
21?
Yep.
as they're kind of entering and the door is closing, the really big guy, he kind of pulls his hood off and brings down his like cloak, revealing his face, and it looks a little odd. You're used to seeing kind of like wolf ears and stuff on Ember, but these aren't pointy. They're a little bit more round, and his face has a little bit more less canine features and more ursine features.
Ursine? What's Ursine?
Bear.
Bear.
He's a bear and not in the gateway.
Yeah.
When you said the round of ears, that's my first thought was bear anyway. So.
Mhm. And as he's kind of removing his thing, the door shuts. So you catch a glimpse of that.
Okay.
After that, your pseudo dragon kind of flies around for a bit, waiting for anyone else to emerge. Bits! Thank you, Rachel. And shortly after, your pseudo dragon sees another individual leave the building. Only this time they're not leaving from inside or like the door. You see them perch atop of the roof. They give a couple of flaps to a few wings, and they
A few wings?
a pair of wings to their wings. They flap them and begin flying towards the direction of the shop.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, the pseudo dragon, I assume, is also making its way back.
Yep, he begins following this person as he's kind of keeping low in the sky, following. I'm guessing you're trying to be stealthy about it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a stealth roll for Mr. Pseudo Dragon.
+4. 23. I'm keeping this black die in front of me tonight. I rolled an 18, a 19, and a 20 with this die tonight.
Luckily for him, he stays a good distance behind and ducks behind all the right buildings. He even manages to be sneaky enough to catch one of the feathers that comes drifting behind the figure that's flapping in the wind. And he catches it in his mouth. And he continues flying. The winged figure flies and eventually perches about half a block away from the shop. He's kind of got a clear line of sight down the way to the door. And he kind of perches there. However, your pseudo dragon is small enough where he manages to fly and sneak to the side of the building, and kind of scooch in through a window where he will be unseen.
Okay.
As soon as he's back. Yep, he's back with you guys.
Oh. Okay.
He immediately says to you, mentally atone, "Did you see that shit? That guy had a bear head."
So yeah, I mean, I would grab the feather. Ember's the most nature type person here, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
More by luck than anything, but
I hand the feather over to Ember. I'd be like, so something that this fell off of something that's half a block away from here. Humanoid with wings. They have a bear. Humanoid bear.
It's a harpy.
I'm like,
I don't know.
I
I don't think I know.
I would be very I would be very familiar with harpies, seeing as I let one caress me.
Oh, did we fight harpies?
You
did.
weren't there for that.
Oh, then I do 100% say it's a fucking harpy.
I shudder.
I pat.
Is it a fear shudder or an excited shudder?
It's like a cringy shudder, because at some point I did in fact wake up and realize I was like embracing a harpy. It was weird.
I love
All
the
right.
birds.
I love you're so pretty. Okay, I will inspect the feather, specifically looking and hoping it's not a harpy feather.
Go ahead,
But
make a
Just
nature roll.
anything. I got an 18 on the die plus 1, so 19.
Looking at this feather, it's strange. It matches all the traits that you would think of for a raven's feather. Right color, right shape, and everything. The odd thing is, it's about, I don't know, 10 times larger than it should be.
Way too big.
I'm like, this is not a harpy.
It could be.
I'm like, it looks like a raven, but like a really, really big one.
You think
So,
a raven harpy can't exist?
well, it came off a
I'm
human.
really familiar with harpies right now, Rinlin.
I'm just saying, dragons can come in multiple colors. Why can't raven harpies?
Harpies. I'm like, it doesn't look like a harpy feather.
Well, be prepared, because whatever that thing is, it's about to be here.
You should.
I straight up like am on guard now, specifically because of bird people.
You should ominously just like play with the feather.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just have Alistair ominously holding the feather.
Should I put out some sunflower seeds?
No, Jesus.
Okay. I'll just
Cassie's
put
like
them out.
already throwing sunflower seeds from his hiding place.
There's a coat rack. Just suddenly starts spewing from the center. Seeds.
We had that installed just for you, Birdman.
It's like a goddamn fountain.
Yeah, imagine how many sunflower seeds would be enough rations for 20 people for 24 hours.
That'd be a lot. Jeez.
Fill a room.
Yeah. Okay.
Drown somebody in sunflower seeds.
What a way to go.
So, yeah, did you give me that feather back then, or?
Oh yeah, you can have it back.
Alright. So I'm just gonna kind of wait there, staring at the door.
Couple hours pass.
Hours? Jeez.
After like 15 minutes, I'd be like, was it just gonna watch us? Maybe?
I start like throwing rolls of bread to people so they can eat while we wait.
Yeah,
Delicious.
nothing comes over the next few minutes.
Turn this bitch into Lambert's.
Is it a nice
Oh,
warm
no.
buttered roll soul?
Oh, absolutely. With the cinnamon butter.
Waller.
Ooh,
my God.
actually, I might, if I might request, can I have a little bit of jam? I'm gonna make it.
Hold your bun up. And he holds his finger up like a squirt gun and squirts it at the jam.
Don't. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm having crumpets and tea.
I'm so mad right now.
I'm just happy about the cinnamon butter. Alright, so we're just waiting, staring into the night.
Looking even more bored than before.
But slightly uncomfortable on my end thinking about the harpies.
You know what? I got a book I'm reading, and I'm sipping my tea.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd make it to even 30 minutes without being curious.
What
could
you
send your
gonna
dragon
do?
Back out.
What was that?
You could send your pseudo dragon back out.
Why did the pseudo dragon stop following him in the first place?
He landed only half a block away, so
Oh.
he came back to report. Alright, so I'm going to drop the I'm going to drop the disguise.
Okay.
I'm gonna. I'm just gonna look like just common person about the area, and just kind of walk out of the shop and turn in the direction of where the guy landed.
Did you go out the back door?
No, I was gonna go out the front.
The store's closed.
Yeah, we're
Wouldn't that be
supposed to be
suspicious?
Yeah. All right, then I guess I would have to go out the back then.
Or you could send one of us to go check it out, since we're literally your guards and that's our job.
But yeah.
Wait. Or you could just look like me.
I don't know. After a half hour, I mean, I'd be curious, wonder why.
What rooftop was he perched on?
I would describe where it was, how many buildings away it was.
It's an apartment building.
Is there a window across from it? Across from where he's like he has a vantage point. Is there a window that I could sneak out on the other side that he can't see?
He'd be slightly above it, but yeah.
Yeah. All right. My disguise self wore off after an hour, so I might try to sneak up and see what he's doing, if that's what you guys want.
After a half hour, like, it should have took him 5 minutes to get here from where he landed.
All right, I'll go check it out. Why don't what's your pseudo dragon's name again?
I don't remember.
Wow.
All right. Well,
Targan. I actually did save it in there.
Targan, yeah.
Targan the Dargan.
Targen.
Yeah, okay. Why don't you have Targan stick with me so that if stuff goes sideways, you guys will know.
Cool.
All right. So I am going to attempt to sneak around and find if I can.
Small or tiny creatures? What are they?
Tiny, I think.
I think so.
Same.
Microscopic.
Probably not that small.
Yeah, they're tiny.
Pseudo dragons, tiny, yeah. So, yeah, you could probably fit in like. So.
Okay, stealth out. See if I can see the bird from behind. I'm gonna go out a window like that that is the opposite side of his vantage point, and then take a fairly long way around so I can come up behind him without entering his vantage point.
Okay.
Yep.
Make a stealth check.
Okay. That'll be a 27 with a natural 20. Ninja.
We're rolling like bosses tonight.
Yeah, we are.
We are doing
That's
really
my second
well.
nat 20.
You guys are back
feel
with
like
a
Ember.
vengeance.
I rolled 3 18s in a row, so like,
I haven't rolled below a freaking like 17 on the die.
Yeah, I think I've rolled the worst tonight.
It's revenge for Joe's rolls last night.
Yeah, you managed to sneak around to the back side of the building that's across from the one that Atone described to you. You find an old fire escape. You have to leap up and kind of grab the ladder and shake it before it comes down and you're able to climb up, and then it's similar to all the old fire escapes that are on like buildings in New York City. You're able to make your way up. You do so quietly and carefully as to not make any noise, and eventually you find yourself perched. If you look across the way, trying to see if there's anyone hiding, go ahead and make a perception check. That was so close to a 19, and then my dice is like, nope.
That wasn't as good. That was a 16.
16 total?
Yep.
Alright, he's trying his best to hide, but appears to be relying more on the fact that he's on a rooftop and people tend to not look up. So he's a little cocky. But you see an individual, a humanoid, large black wings on his back, just like you had described to you by Atone, and he is sitting atop. He appears to have a bow and quiver on his back. Got a arrow knocked, and he's just kind of waiting, watching towards the door of the building that your friends are in currently. I'm getting an echo.
Yeah, myself as well. Did somebody's Skype on?
No, it's probably me. Hold on. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, you know what? It looks like it's me.
I'm so sorry.
But yeah, he's... Oh, I'm still there. Brum, 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 brum.
Actually, Joe, it looks like it's you. You're the one lighting up. You keep flashing.
What's going on? Yeah, oh, that's weird.
Echo.
Zip zip zip.
I think it's you, Mario.
Maybe both of us. Because you like keep. Oh, hold on.
Because if it was Joe, it wouldn't echo Joe. Presumably.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want nothing to pick up. So,
Here's my pickup. Oh, yours not on mute.
no, mine's not muted.
Sounds like it might be better.
Maybe.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Am I within 120 feet of the storefront?
Probably not. You're a little high up and you're about half a block down, so probably a little bit farther. Just a little. The elevation's what's doing you in.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to send Targan. I mean, I'm going to talk at Targan and assume he understands.
Common and Draconic.
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to talk at Targan and say, I can charm this guy and ask him what's going on, or I can stay and watch him. See what the rest of the group wants to do.
They probably sent a message to Alistair. And Alistair was just like, no, I'm not there.
Maybe Alistair doesn't get along with them, if we recall. I mean, they're trying to coup him.
They don't need to like him to use something.
It's true.
Or they just want to kill Alistair when he walks out one of the
Well, that I think is a much more likely possibility.
Yeah.
We'll see.
They're trying to assassinate Alistair. Not cool, bro.
So I does Targan leave when I say this to him?
He nods his head and he hops up and he starts zooming off.
When Targan's within 100 feet of you, Mario, he can communicate.
Yes.
We might want to keep him as a middle ground, because I can message him within 120.
Targan swoops.
Good with you?
I heard myself again, and it's always weird. Targan swoops over the building that you guys are in, and a tone you get pinged mentally from him, and he relays the message. And hovers, waiting for a response.
What was the message again?
The guy's just sitting here. I can try to charm him and get some answers out of him, or I can continue to watch him and we can come up with something else. What do you guys want to do?
Yeah, I would relay that to Ember and Brinlin.
The only problem is if he fails the charm, then he knows he's there. And he's there by himself.
So do the four of us go out and greet him?
I can
Why
take
don't I
an
go
arrow.
out?
I can take an arrow if he shoots it.
I'm in full plate mail, so
I'm a barbarian.
I'm in full muscles.
I'm in full muscles.
I feel like we should make a back alleyway, and I kind of want to come up behind the guy and tap him on his shoulder.
Isn't he on a rooftop?
He is on a rooftop.
You guys want me to do anything?
Yeah, the four of us. I don't know where you would fit in, but yeah, the four of us.
Do you want to just have me and Tiff walk out at the same time and do the guard thing on the outside of the door and see what happens?
yeah, that could work. Oh
We
god,
just act like we're walking out to get a breath of fresh air.
because we're bored.
Yeah. I wish one of us smoked, then we could just be like, it's a smoke break.
It's not a bad idea. See what they see what he does.
See what
when he
they
walks
do.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, let's go.
I intentionally walk out first. And I glare
I
at
roll
her.
my eyes and walk after.
Okay, 2 girls step out.
The dogs leave.
Who let the dogs out?
We did.
As the girls emerge,
I would like to prefer to dodge.
Kalian, you watch as the individual perched on the roof perks up a little bit, kind of focuses in. You can like see he gets a little tense, but he kind of relaxes when he notices who it is, and just kind of stands there watching, doesn't make any extra moves, hunkers down a little bit to try to remain unseen.
Alright, I'm gonna message Targan.
Can I perception check
Sure,
the area?
go for it.
Nice. 12.
Okay,
Uh,
I'll do the 2.
Rinlin, you can't see this dude they're talking about.
He's not a guy. I don't know what you're talking about.
I got a 17.
You can see the dude they're talking
I
about.
can't. I feel like that's like a really fun conversation. She's like, I can't see shit, and I'm like, he's up there.
I'm gonna mess. Oh, that was me. I'm gonna message Targan and say I think he's waiting for Alistair. I think it's an assassination. Should I try to charm him now that the girls are out?
I don't know.
I
Sorry.
would just open the door, and I would open the door a hair and just kind of whisper out, being like, "Yeah." So the second you guys came out, that thing targeted. I think he's waiting for Alistair to come out.
That was some funky audio just now.
Yeah, there's really bad feedback on Joe, but the duplicate is coming from Mario.
I'm on push to talk.
Yeah, it's if you push to talk and we accidentally talk when you're pushed to talk, slightly it overlaps. But yeah, there's some weird feedback with Joe's mic.
Is there?
You
Sorry.
see, his just sounds like a low hum to me, but when Mario talked and we were talking, it just like weirdly like
Yeah.
spliced.
My computer's been making weird noises, so it's probably picking that up.
Yeah, it's picking up I think it's picking up your computer, but then like when we start talking, it picks up your computer loudly.
That's weird.
That's weird.
Well, in any case, I mean, I guess we could try letting Kalian charm. How fast could Rinlin or I get to where he's at?
Yeah, see, that's the issue, because I don't have range.
Got javelins.
I
Javelin's
don't have
is, like,
range, but I'm really speedy. So, like, how far away is he?
we're both really speedy.
If I was out there, so it'd be like I can lightning his ass if we needed to, but he's not out
You're
there.
not out there.
I have a short bow.
Dude, I think I do too.
Yeah.
I do. And
Yeah.
20 arrows. I have not used a single arrow, guys.
Yeah. I haven't either. I've got it. How far away is he, though, Joe?
About 150 feet.
So we can shoot him with the short bow, but he's at a disadvantage. Javelin's range is 120 max.
Yeah. Joe, when I snuck up behind him, am I within 30 feet of him?
You're about level with him. I'd say, yeah. You're within 30 feet of him.
Okay, cool.
I would like to.
It's the vertical that makes the big difference, so.
Yeah, that's fair.
You're in Aura's city. Ain't no baby-ass buildings here.
I want to get. Knowing since Ember knows where he is, can I try to look again?
She can point him out to you subtly.
Okay, I will. I want to pull my bow and arrow out, but like I don't want to startle him.
I feel
I have
like
-1
we should-
intelligence. I pull my bow out, and I knock an arrow, and I stand and I look down down the road in the opposite direction of him, like I saw something.
Okay. Kalian, you watch him look up down the road farther.
Okay. If he knocks and draws, I'm gonna cast Charm Person on him, FYI.
He hasn't drawn yet. He's just got one knocked. Go ahead.
I would tell Atone that I think he should try to charm person, but to get the fuck out of there if it turns out that it doesn't work. Like, immediately just hightail.
I ain't afraid of the bird. I'm pretty speedy.
I think so. I'm gonna relay that back to Kalian, but I'm gonna tell him to wait. And I think Soul and I should back Elliot and try to get to that building.
Okay. If you fail your stealth, I'll just charm him. I messaged that through Target.
I feel like we've had this conversation before. If you fail your stuff, I'll just charm them. Sounds really familiar.
Yeah. It's a good backup plan.
Yeah. So I'm gonna grab Soul, and we're gonna find a back way out and make our way over to that building.
I'm gonna whisper to Ember to let me know if he moves. Since I'm like very obviously not looking at him.
Yeah, I will keep watching his direction, just like I'm kind of like keeping an eye on her back then.
Okay. Can I get some stealth rolls from Atone and Soul if you guys are trying to be sneaky?
Mario's got a cloak that gives me
Okay, 17.
Oh, that's right. My cloak gives me something.
I think it's advantage stealth rolls. I remember because I was jealous.
Isn't a cloak of Elvenkind?
Yeah.
Wisdom perception checks to see me have disadvantage, and I have advantage on hiding. So yep,
Cloak of 11 kind.
that is a 20 for me.
Mario also craves waffles.
Of course.
I was trying to make that reference, I was just like, couldn't get to it.
You guys manage to slip out the back door relatively easily, and you start making your way downtown, walking fast, faces past your homebound.
You see, the song that's in my head is the Miss Jackson from Panic at the Disco.
Nice.
Out the back door. Goddamn. Anyway.
Now I have sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real.
That was a train.
we have gotten really far in our music here.
So on their musical escapades.
But you do make it out safely, and where you're trying to get to the building that he's perched upon?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to get up there with him.
Okay.
Are you still disguised as Alistair?
Should be. For the fear character.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Because what I want to do is tap the guy on his shoulder and be like, "You're surrounded. Calm the fuck down."
Tap him on the shoulder with his feather. Be like, I think you dropped this.
Yes,
Oh my god,
yes.
Oh my god, yes!
What I was gonna do is when he walked through the door, I was gonna kind of just sniff the feather and be like, "Yep, I could tell you were on the way."
Oh my god.
We're creepy ass people.
I know.
Okay, you, with your stealth checks, you guys are able to make it up the fire escape silently, quietly, and you are atop the building, and you are about 30 or so feet from this individual who is perched on the rooftop, looking down at Ember and Rinlin, who have been standing in the street for a couple minutes now.
I assume Kayleen can see us, so I have the pseudo dragon. Well, yeah. So I assume Kayleen can see us, so I have the pseudo dragon kind of just go over towards Ember and Rinlin, and
he can find a nice little middle ground where he can kind of circle safely and relay any messages you want.
But how is he gonna talk to them without me or Kaylee in there?
That's true.
I can message directly if you guys are within 120 feet.
We're at 150 from him. I don't know where you are.
Oh.
Similar distance if he's across the street.
Wait, Does the pseudo dragon count as an animal? Can Ember speak to pseudo dragon?
Counts
I'm
as a
looking-
Durgan.
I think I can talk to animals. But
They're
I
tiny
don't-
dragons, though.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a fey creature.
He also,
Bay.
to anyone other than Mario, if he communicates via emotions.
That's so cool.
Have I talked to him?
It's
Have
just
I
a.
talked to him in wolf form before? Like,
N-
I feel like...
If
No.
if any of you have communicated with Targan other than Mario, it's you'd speak to him and he
Yeah.
gives you an emotion back, like what he's feeling.
Yeah.
Mario is the only one you can full on have
Oh, I
conversations
can
with.
feel I can detect his emotion.
Yeah, you can.
Awesome.
So I can
You
just...
can also just relay it telepathically.
Yeah.
So yeah, he'll just kind of go over and wait by them, and I'll tell him just remain calm until it's time to go, and then get all crazy, and Ember will know what to do.
Okay.
Does he come down towards us? Because I want to like.
Yes.
I want to affectionately greet him like he's my pet.
Because we love him.
He does land, and you are able to affectionately greet him and give him chin scratches.
I like perch him
Yes.
up on my shoulder and just.
Once everything's in place, Joe, I'm just gonna walk up behind the guy and, like we said, feather on the shoulder and be like, "You dropped this. You looking for him?"
He at your like like when you do this, he almost instinctively just kind of jumps up with his wings and gives like a flap and is like hovering in midair, slightly off the ledge, and he turns around and he sees you, and he just pulls his arrow back, and he's got it trained on you, but he doesn't loose it yet.
If he's pointing a weapon at me, can I show like the eldritch power in my hand and kind of just let my hand point at him, letting him know I'm also ready to let.
Just two men threatening each other.
It's like that old George Carlin thing. It's like all wars are just dick pointing contests because all rockets are shaped like dicks. That's what this is.
He doesn't make any moves to loose his arrow, though he keeps it trained on you. At his flapping, you realize that his hood has kind of fallen down. There's no humanoid face underneath his hood. Instead, there is a large raven-like head atop this thing's body. It looks at you, and then in a strange, still common, but it sounds odd coming out of its mouth. It's almost bird-like in its trills and nuances. It manages to get out. What are you doing up here?
Probably the same thing you're doing up here. I'm waiting for the doctor, but you came.
Joe, while they're talking, he's got one arrow notched. The rest of his arrows, I'm assuming, are in a quiver.
Yes, on his waist,
How's the quiver attached to him?
on his belt.
He's like flying above the street, right?
Yeah.
I would like to unhook his quiver from his belt so that it drops to the ground with mage hand.
Make a stealth roll.
And can we run up there?
Or sleight of... This would be sleight of hand. Excuse me.
Oh, that's much better then. 23.
Can we go ahead and move up there?
Yeah.
Since he's...
Yeah, I would have absolutely told Renlin that, like, shit's happening now.
Yeah, so let's just go up there.
You would have seen a quiver drop to the ground, probably.
I'm sure the pseudo dragon would have sensed me kind of tense up the second the thing took off from the thing. So yeah.
So we blow
As you're running, there is a large clatter, probably a little bit of ways in front of you of a quiver and a bunch of arrows that are now spilled all over the street. But you managed to. Okay. You make your way up. As the raven person kind of looks down, he loosens his pull on the bowstring as he looks at his arrows that have dropped, and he looks back up.
I just say, "Come back down. We'll talk."
Almost,
want the doctor.
almost sheepishly, he kind of flaps, and he lands on the ledge. He loosens his bow, throws the arrow down out of his reach, and he puts his bow back, and he raises up 2 feathered hands.
I make a point when we do get up there and to look at Rinlin and say, "Told you, it's not a harpy."
Hey, are you a harpy?
No.
Okay.
No, you see what we got here is a bird person.
I am
So-
bird person.
Same. No, please. Bird person was his father. He's.
Bird boy.
I put the bow away though, and I pull out a javelin and just prepare to loose it on him. Ominously.
So yeah, I tell him, say, we came to meet the doctor, and the doctor sent you out. What was your purpose, and why is the doctor not coming to meet us?
Do you still look like Caleb or Alistair?
Yes.
Okay. I was just following orders.
And what were those orders?
Were,
Yeah.
Keep tabs on Alistair and where he went after the doctor didn't show up.
I'm like, then what's with the bow?
Just in case any of Alistair's guards saw me, it was a distraction. Hit one of them, they'll deal with his wounds, and I can get away.
A smart hit and
I'm
run
like,
tactic.
I'm like, it's cute that you think we would have let you.
I guess we gotta go find the doctor since he ain't coming to us.
I'm like, I feel like we have an excellent source of information right here.
yes.
And clearly your doctor thinks you're disposable.
Well, I think we give him a story. I name off one of the inns, and I say, that's where we went. That's where you followed us to. Would you like to go back and report like you should?
Yes?
Give him his
Random.
arrows back.
But my
I'm like, you don't even use the bow.
I throw them at his feet intentionally, like clattering them across the floor.
As he goes to pick the arrows up, I kind of step on them, and I say, "Just remember this when everything goes down later, that you walked away from this."
I want to like after he says that, like pull the hammer, the big ass hammer off my back, and tell him that he will not walk away or fly away from this a second time. Like, obviously threatening him to break his wings.
That sounds like you might be intimidating then.
You misunderstand my situation.
Oh, I was like all prepared to roll intimidation check. Come on, look.
You
What is
can-
your situation?
You can kill me. I'm loyal to the doctor.
Oh, I don't want to kill you. I just want to ruin your life.
I'm like, your doctor sent you out here alone. With nothing but arrows and a shaky plan. If to hurt one of us, that the other would let you go. The doctor knows who he's dealing with. He's lucky that, well, you're lucky that we're in a good mood tonight.
I've done a lot of work with them. They used to be just murder hobos. Now they're considerate before they kill.
Then they're not Dragon Syndicate.
Not hobos anymore. We got a little bit of money.
I throw the javelin at him.
Go for it.
Okay.
I was gonna cast Charm Person.
I guess we're killing a bird person.
It's 13.
In my culture, that's considered a
No,
big move.
that's a 9. 15.
Hits.
And I'm trying to aim at one of his wings.
Okay.
So that... Yeah. So it's gonna be 6 damage, and I'll immediately take a step forward and go... Don't ever question where my loyalties lie.
Oh, convincing we are Dragon Syndicate.
Make an intimidate check with advantage for me.
With strength.
Yeah.
I like where your head's at.
I crit.
Nice.
I also crit failed, so...
Ha! The true advantage.
You know, it's all about balance.
So that
really.
total is gonna be...
Perfectly balanced, as all
It's
things
gonna be
should be.
26 total.
Okay. He's taken aback. Interesting. You guys realize rather quickly he can talk like a humanoid. He has humanoid features. There's something very odd about his social nuances. Like, thinking back to what he said, when you asked if he would like to go back and report, and he said yes, he fully intends on going back and reporting on what he's seeing right now.
I think he's just got bird brain. Like...
I'm like, is he gonna be useful at all?
I got a +6 to insight. Would I know that he doesn't intend on like lying for us? He intends to just go back and...
Did you go ahead? Did you roll an insight check?
I can.
Go for it.
That's a 17 + 6.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You get the impression that like his like social nuances and stuff, they're not normal. Like, he's very bound to duty, and his duty is what he stated. He's not lying about it at all. If he goes back to report, he's just going to report what he saw if you guys let him go. Full on just...
I relay this.
I'm like, we should kill him.
Out loud?
Yeah.
Okay. I attack him.
Yep.
Roll for initiative, because he heard it too. I do not have a map for this because it's one bird person, so we're just gonna,
I think we can figure it out.
Yeah.
we're gonna do some theater of the mind for it.
Ooh.
Alright, I got a 12. I am in the really high rollers this time.
I got a 10.
I got a 15.
I got
We're
seven.
doing good.
I got a 6. I rolled horribly.
Wow, guys.
Okay, so I am in the high rollers. Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got a 9.
I was not ready. What did Atone get?
17.
Ridlin?
9?
Kalian?
6.
Soul?
15.
Ember?
12.
Oh, bird person is fast today. That's good. So
Just remember, if he's gonna try and fly away, he had a javelin to the...
Yeah, he did take a javelin to the wing.
at the mention of saying, let's kill him, the Birdman reaches behind him and he pulls out what looks to be some sort of staff, and he kind of like squeezes it and a blade comes out the end, and it gets a little bit longer, and he has like a spear. It's like a...
Is he like a Birdman monk person? That's exciting.
That's what he looks like now.
I'm
but-
really kind of happy about this.
He is going to make 2 attacks. His first one is going to be with his spear against... he'll go against Atone, who looks like Alistair, because you were up talking to him. Does an 18 hit?
Yes. Yes.
Where is my that-sided die? Do I have a that-sided die here? It's been so long, I don't know where all the dice are that I keep around my computer. I have Roll20 open. We're just going to use that for convenience sake. So he gets... Well, I apparently have virtual dice on. I'm going to turn that off real quick so I stop getting the weird sound effects. But yeah, he deals... Oh, it also does this, huh? Interesting. 13 points of damage to you, Atone.
Got it.
Ouchie.
And then his second attack, he's going to swing his spear. He just kind of does a swing hitting Atone, and then he swings trying to hit probably Soul, because Soul was up there with Atone right now.
This is true.
16.
Does not hit.
So swing, and that will end his turn, and then Atone, it is your turn.
Not roll 20. Hero lab changed, and now I don't know what my bonus actions are. Oh, yes I do. Never mind. I thought Booming Blade was a bonus action.
No, it's an action.
Oh no, Shadow Blade's a bonus action. That's why. Yeah. We'll do that. We're gonna pop up Shadow Blade as a bonus action, and then Booming Blade as an action, and swing.
Go for it. Echo.
Echo.
Oh.
22.
That'll hit.
Excuse me.
Eight psychic and 2 thunder.
That's a terrible roll.
I rolled a 5 and a bunch of 2s and a 1.
Oh, damn.
Okay. You strike the bird person. I'm going to start calling him a raven man, because he's a raven, not just a bird person. And he stumbles back. I don't want to get sued by Rick and Morty. And then Soul, it's your turn.
I am going to hit him with a inflict wounds.
Oh.
Oh.
Does a natural 20 hit?
In most countries, yes.
He's dead. There's no way.
That's 2 3s and a 9, so that's what, 14? And then I roll it once more, right?
You do.
You only add the modifier once,
Yes.
but yeah.
Okay, so 14, an 8, 7, and an 8, so 16, 20. That's a lot.
27?
Yeah, so 14 and 16
That's 30.
is 30 plus 7, so 37 damage total.
Damn, son.
And that was a level 1 spell slot.
That was a guiding bolt?
That was a inflict wounds.
Inflict wounds, okay. So Soul, having been attacked by the Raven Man, when he swings, instead of just full-on dodging the spear, you grab it, pulling him forward, which is what opens Atone up to strike. So Soul, as you pull him in, you just put a hand on him, and there's this pulse of this red electric energy that matches your crystals, and all your crystals kind of glow a little bit when you cast the spell, and it just kind of saps the bird person, and he stumbles back a little bit. A bit of blood kind of starts pouring out the side of his beak, weirdly enough.
I'd like to make a point that he definitely hangs on to the spear if the raven person's about to fall off the building.
He isn't about to fall off,
You'd have
but
had to
he's
take
still
that step
standing
forward,
there.
wouldn't he? step forward or two to get away from the edge?
He's about at the edge.
Okay. Because I didn't think that they were that close to him.
So I feel bad that I just killed a bird person. A raven person.
He's still up. He's not dead yet.
Okay. I don't feel so bad now.
Ember, it's your turn.
She'll kill him.
My turn?
Yeah.
Okay, doke. Oh, it's been a minute.
Okie doke. 30-20's coming up.
Alright,
Hit her with
so...
that full dueling fighter array.
I will. Thank you. So I'll attack him with both of my swords. I got an 18 on the die and a 16 total.
Both hit.
Alrighty.
While Tiff is doing damage, May, I just want to mention that I saw your post about talking about dual wielding on that Facebook group, and those guys were crazy for being like, saying offhand matters when your verbiage and use of offhand was completely correct. So this is me.
I have a lot of emotions about that.
This is me validating
Yeah.
you, and they were wrong.
Thanks.
Yeah,
is
they
like
were
D&D.
super wrong.
I was getting to the
Super
point where I
D&D group?
could not respond to it because I was so mad.
Was this the
Alright.
D&D?
Yeah,
Facebook
in
group?
Facebook.
Yeah, it was. It was super rude.
They had really weird, dumb reasons why May was using the wrong word, but she was literally quoting
Yeah.
stuff right from the book, and I don't know.
And she was trying to enlighten them about why dual wielding is actually cool.
Mhm.
Because the stupid person was like, dual wielding isn't. Whatever. Anyway, I'm personally offended.
You have pretty good moderators. I'm surprised. That's too bad.
Yeah, normally it's alright, but what else? Okay. Okay, so. Mathing, sorry. I got
You good.
25, but I'm also going to. Action surge?
Uh,
You can't even let me get these attacks in.
Don't bother, because 25 was the exact hit points he had left. Seeing the opportunity, Ember kind of slides in, both of her swords just shink right into the chest of the Birdman, pulling them out. He kind of stands there stunned for a second, and he starts collapsing. His one arm stays in the air because Soul is still kind of holding on to the spear as he kind of slumps down to his knees. He looks up for just a brief second at you, Ember, and in a voice that's very different from the one he's been speaking in. It sounds almost more human. You just hear a slight whisper of, "Thank you," and then he falls down and is dead.
I like glare at her very angrily, like.
Did anybody else hear that?
Anyone who's nearby probably heard the little whisper of,
I would say Soul and I are right on top of the guy.
Yeah.
So.
So I probably didn't hear it.
So, does Soul know anything about this species?
you can
Other
roll,
than the fact he's probably an abomination that isn't actually a species.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's not. This isn't real. This is a island of Dr. Moreau.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking him over, there's a lot about him that's odd. While his head is very raven-like, looking at his body, there are patches that are more still humanoid. You think he might have probably been a human. Like, there's a good portion of one of his arms that just kind of looks like a human arm, and it's kind of stitched together, very Frankenstein-y type deal.
I was gonna ask if it was stitched or grown.
Stitched.
So his whole head was stitched on.
In a manner of speaking, there's some magical sealing with it too. It's odd.
So he looks really patchwork-like.
Almost, yeah.
I'm just mad that they killed him.
And you didn't get to?
Actually, if I hadn't dealt that damage with that javelin,
You're right.
You are
That's what
correct.
killed him.
Everyone who did damage to him had a part in killing him.
Oh, I didn't do any damage to him.
Killian, you are in the clear.
See, I'm also thinking that was actually a bad move of me drawing that shadow blade. I should have stepped back and let everybody else handle it. I shouldn't have back.
Honestly, I was gonna bring up the fact that, well, I guess I'll do it in Ember person. I'm like, I feel like we should be more careful because that bird brain idiot was gonna report exactly what he saw. And what he saw was Alistair using Eldritch power. We don't know what Alistair does.
Right.
But I guarantee you that this doctor person, if he wants Alistair dead that bad, he knows.
Right.
Alistair probably just flexes on bitches.
Probably.
He probably doesn't even have to use, like, anything, just like, here's a drink.
You guys think Alistair fights?
Yeah, no, he doesn't. He flexes.
Which is why I just said I should have stepped back and let everybody else handle it. I shouldn't have acted.
What
He
does
flexes his eye muscles and just winks.
Yep.
Here comes the smolder.
What does the bird, raven, patchwork person have on them?
He's got a badass collapsible spear,
I want it.
a longbow, a quiver of arrows which is still on the ground, a cloak.
Alright, y'all take what you want from this guy. The spear's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure I heard Rinlin say something about wanting it.
Aren't spears and javelins the same thing?
No,
There's different.
Yeah,
This
they're weighted
one's
differently.
You can throw javelins.
I feel like we should.
I think there are
treat
short
these
spears you can
things as,
throw.
like it's a proof of the fact that he's dead, but we should definitely, like, I don't know, cremate him, because I feel guilty, like, about the thank you. I feel like if there's anything left of him, he might be brought back for more experimentation.
Agreed. I feel that we treat all of these creatures as slaves.
They're
Now,
worse
the only
than
difference between
javelins.
the javelin and the spear is that the javelin is 2 pounds lighter, but doesn't have versatile.
The range. It's 2060 versus 6180 or 120.
3120.
You're right. I was looking at the hand axe.
Something. It's yeah. No.
Yeah,
It's something
you're good.
bad. I don't care anymore.
Soul will just hang on to the spear then if you don't want it.
It's not eatable. It's not good eatable.
But it is strapped to the inside of your shield, backup weaponable.
I mean, if you want to, yes.
Because it does collapse.
Yep.
It weighs only 1 pound as opposed to 3.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Just does regular spear damage.
Yeah.
What's a spear's damage?
A D6.
It's versatile though.
It is versatile. So if you use it with 2 hands, it's a D8 or a D10. D8, I think.
D8.
Soul
yeah,
would
D8.
only ever use it for as one hand anyway, so it's fine. And he'll figure out how to strap that to the inside of his shield later. So I guess we gotta go take care of the body and then go visit this doctor and I guess stop him from making all these monstrosities.
Yep. I'm game.
Does anyone want some ice cream?
I'll have some.
Dump ice cream on the bird's body.
I was gonna say zombie bird. Ah.
Alright, well, I will go ahead and lift our feathery friend and bring him off of the roof.
Okay.
I don't help because I feel bad about it.
That's alright, I'm strong enough on my own to carry Birdman. He probably has bird bones anyway.
It's bird person.
Bird
person, and my muscles are bigger than yours.
And I'm still strong enough, Renly.
You're both pretty.
You're both strong.
I feel like we're bickering the whole way down, and I'm like, I'm obviously still strong enough, Renlin.
I just mock her. Dad loves me more.
Right. So
Who is our dad?
Soul.
Oh.
Wait, no, that's weird. Never mind.
so quick cremation. I don't know, we drop him off the Church of Vanguard, they'll take care of the body or something. Does it sound like a plan?
I guess so. Even though I'm not a Vangalite. It might be a little bit harder to find Earl and Shay up in here.
Up in here.
That's what she does. That's what Irlanche does. We say up in here, she goes up in here. Like,
That's how you know you're in one of her temples.
Y'all gonna make me act a fool. Up in here. Up in here.
Irlanche just raps at us, honestly.
God of
That's how-
yeeting.
That's our prayer.
Yeah. She's the god of yeeting and rapping.
I'm here for it. It's
Sick
balance
rhymes.
and nature and all those things, but like also
Sick
eating
rhymes.
and rapping.
So I'm kind of offended that that doctor didn't come out and see us.
I've missed Soul so
I'm like,
much.
we still know where he's at.
Yeah, we may know where he's at, but it is so rude that he didn't come out to us.
I think that instead of us going to see the doctor, I think we keep the charade up that Alistair's here trying to meet him, and we basically, I think what we do is we send the stuff like the bow and arrow, you know, whatever stuff we collected off the raven.
cloak.
Yeah, we wrap it up in the cloak, send it back to him with a message inside that says, you know, something like
Next time I
Thank
call,
you,
I expect you to show up.
right. When I call, you answer.
Be like, thank you next.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you. Thank you,
Next.
next.
Jesus.
By the way, is
Keep
that
with the
address
musical
that
theme.
is that address that the pseudo dragon went to the same address that we got from?
Yes, Joe said that when the pseudo dragon was following him was the one we.
Affirmative.
I think Joe's here.
Yep. I'm here.
Brother Joe. I forgot to mute my mic when I said that.
You should have just rolled with it because I am here. Like, you're not wrong, so.
But then it's like she would have, like she said, she thinks like you haven't been here this whole time talking to us, running us through this whole thing.
Yeah. May just
Joe.
hallucinates this game.
It's what that weird echo is. It's the robot of Joe malfunctioning.
Do we need a young boy to run this message for us?
Why is it always young boys?
Because he's a priest.
Oh,
What?
we did that.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I will admit, it was an odd specificity of the question.
There's always a young boy around somewhere.
Can't we just say young child?
Yeah. It's the boy part that's weird.
And it's weird no matter how many times you say it.
I see Lucy. Oh, there she goes.
Galen, you're
Yep.
shady. Do you know anyone that can run this for us?
That's
I
class.
mean, I resent the question, but I'm assuming there might be a thieves' cant symbol for like messenger here.
Out of character, I got a +6 insight. You're not hiding shit from me.
Or we could just, bear with me, wrap it up like a normal package and take it to a blue wind station.
And have him deliver it.
That's true. There's nothing really shady in it.
No, we're just delivering items.
Deliver it from
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
Might be bloody. I mean, who knows?
Prestidigitation.
Deliver it from the
The
inn
clothing
that we
shop.
want.
That's-
No,
yeah, that's
the
what I'm
inn we
saying.
want them to show up to. Didn't Atone want them to show up to an inn?
Oh
No,
yeah.
I mean, that's kind of irrelevant now. And I'd rather have them show up to
I was hoping that they were like gonna come out after us once we were like resting or whatever, but that I don't think it's gonna happen that way now.
I mean, I'd rather have them come to an empty building.
Yeah, that's good.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, just wrap it in one of the boxes, like the dress boxes from here, and make it look like a normal package, and just send it to
Yeah, I want to
Oh,
like
that's perfect.
put some like nice paper and give it a really nice bow.
And then we can have
Arian,
you
have
look at
you
that.
seen Alistair's signature and can you forge it?
Have I seen Alistair's signature, Joe?
Nope.
Do we not have a piece of paper from him? I think everything was verbal.
Yep.
I think everything was verbal.
Then don't put a signature.
don't-
Because it's
I
not
don't
in
think
character.
we need a signature. Yeah, I don't think we need a signature. He sent somebody specifically after Alistair. We killed him and sent back his stuff,
Except for the spear.
except for the spear. It sent back enough stuff for you to know it's his.
I don't know if Alistair would even leave a note. Would he just like send it back? Obviously,
Yeah, I
what
think
it
we
is.
should just send it back.
We don't want to even include like a time.
No,
No.
just like
Well, we
Bitch
can just wait
here.
here.
He knows where we are.
okay.
And now we know a good vantage point for us.
Shenanigans.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do we
So
still
we
have
can
the
have one
feather?
of us guard.
Oh, yeah, we should definitely put the feather in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
The fuck
I'm
is-
honest, like Ember's honestly a little pissed that she's pretty sure this dude is like torturing people and turning into weird half animals. Like
Yeah, I think so.
that's not natural and really goes against my personal beliefs.
And he is definitely hurting people that don't deserve it.
Well, even if they did deserve it, I'm still not about it.
It's true.
I love the amount of facial expressions Joe goes through when we're talking.
Listening to you guys talk is the reason I run this game. It's enjoyable. Hi, Lucy.
She's a
Moochie,
poof.
come here. Say hi to Lucy.
Mhm.
We're gonna have a kitty meet and greet.
Kitty meet and greet on stream.
Yeah.
Oh, where's Gimli?
Turn around.
Oh, there he
Oh.
is.
There's Jackson.
There's a cat. 3
That one's
cats.
Jackson.
1, 2, 3.
Welcome to D&D, guys. She is like oddly okay with this. You can't even see how twisted her body is right now because you only see the top half of her.
You can't see how twisted my body is
Jackson.
right now, to be fair.
Meet Lucy and Mooch. This is Jackson,
It's a cat
the son
party.
of Jax. He's really happy to meet you.
Lucy's purring. She looks mad, but she's purring.
I have no
Moochie wants
animal.
to be fed. He gets fed at 10, so he's been yelling at me for the last half hour.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's kitten.
So while we wait on that package to get to them and us to get a
see
response
your
on that
father.
package, Soul would go up to Ember and be like, "Can you take some of the snake skin I got in my bag and just make something to hold this glass spear in my shield?"
I'm like, yeah, I could probably work that out.
So, when do you guys go to the Blue Wind Station to deliver this message? It is late. It's like middle of the night right now.
Well, probably in the morning.
Yeah, let's
They're
take a
not
rest.
open?
Let's take a rest and do it in the morning.
Okay.
Where do you
wanna
guys... You
don't
were
get
going to
eat-
answer my
You
question.
don't get to eat
Yeah,
the
do you guys
dead.
want to just rest here?
Yeah.
Might
Yeah.
as well.
I think so. Let's just set up a watch just in case.
Well, yeah, that way
We
we
got
can-
an infinite watch.
I'll save you
I-
time.
Yeah.
Nothing happens while you are sleeping.
Nice.
Okay, I won't do that then.
Save you some time.
I was gonna barricade everything except for one door.
If you wanted to have done that, you can, for safety. But,
Yeah.
so you wake up, send that Blue Wind message with the contents being the possessions of Bird Person. Rest in peace.
I unbar the back door so that we still have an exit.
Okay.
Lives.
And are you guys just gonna wait?
Yeah.
Might as well. I'd probably want to do like patrols, but maybe like in like wolf form or something. Just kind of wander around the general area. It'd probably look more like a street dog or something. I don't know.
They look like Inuzen. Inuzen are very obviously Inuzen when they're shifted.
Oh, never mind then.
That dog has blue hair.
Yeah. Their fur is the color of their hair. Can we like clear out the shop and like push everything to the sides and make it like ready for them to come to us?
Battle.
Sure.
And like set up like push over a table over in like a corner.
Yeah.
Rough it up.
Oh, we went through all that time to clean it.
You guys spend the day making the shop battle ready.
Atone, have Targan.
Do
Keep
laps.
watch. Yeah.
Okay.
Early warning system.
Early warning system.
So throughout the day, as you're kind of waiting, it's a normal day in Aura City. Business is going on as usual. The streets get full of people. It's busy. The shop's not really on a necessarily. It's not a main street, but it's not like a dinky side street that's not going to get any business. The day passes relatively uneventfully for you guys. You're ready, waiting. You have plenty of time to rest, do anything you need to do for the day if you're just going to spend the day waiting. And it gets
I'd
to
probably
be
work on the
Okay.
whole thing for Soul a little bit.
okay.
Oh, we have time?
About a day of downtime.
Is there any time Rinlin is not in the room with me and Ember?
I'm
Rinlin, do you poop?
No, I'm a girl.
You heard it.
I do it in the center of the room.
I'm going to assume at some point Rinlin is not in the room with you, Kalian.
I take a brisk 5-minute bathroom break, and it's clockwork,
Brisk.
and you know this.
Okay, so as soon as she leaves, I go over to Ember and I show her the dress and I'm like, as a gift for Rinlin. Don't you think it looks nice?
I just blink with a big smile on my face, like, yeah.
Yeah. Deception check.
I'm like, that's great, Kalian.
Don't
Have
you
you told
think
her yet?
No, I want it to be a surprise. Do you think we could do something to make it more appealing to her? Like fill it with cheese or hammers or something?
Cheese and hammers. You heard it here. That's the only thing I care about is cheese and hammers.
I'm like, maybe, yeah, we could definitely alter it so that it's more useful for her many things that she likes.
Cheese,
Alright.
booze, and big women.
I meant to
I'm just
say
like mind blown at this
no,
point.
sheets.
Yeah, he meant sheets, like things like swords and knives go in.
Oh no, it's cheese now.
It's cheese now.
He said cheese.
Cheese. I'm like pockets for booze, hammer
Oh.
holders.
We could put like little flasks holders in there. Alright. So we'll take our time, make it right before we give it to her.
Yeah, that's
Are you gonna
probably
make
for
sure
the
it fits
best.
too?
I'll bet I could tailor the size.
Oh, you need measurements of someone. You just ask Soul. Soul can get them.
Alright, we'll have
What is
some.
that even supposed to mean?
I mean, Soul doesn't care. He'll just walk in and he'll be like, Brinlin, hold your arm out.
Just for no reason whatsoever.
I'm trying to figure out if that would even be suspicious coming from Soul. Like,
Honestly,
No,
not
that's
really.
why Soul could get
yeah,
away with it.
I don't think it. Yeah, I think she'd just be like,
Okay.
Oh, you crazy kid, you.
just mad that he's disturbing her, trying to make this place battle ready.
Soul is just like the crazy old man that doesn't seem old.
I just assume it's a crystal thing.
I am automatically really like blown away, but also excited for this endeavor because Ember is like 100% sure that Kalian might die, so she. But also the look on Renlin's face would be priceless.
Also, you've probably literally never seen her even remotely cleaned up, let alone
No,
in
you got
normal
clean that one
clothes.
time. You got
No.
clean that one time. You did your hair and you got clean.
I remember that too. It happened.
It definitely happened.
Okay, well, you never
It
seen
was
me in
one
normal
time.
clothes. That wasn't an illusion.
So like totally on board and 100% willing to try and protect Kalian during this.
Alright. We gotta find a mission in a ballroom.
God damn it. You just keep it till then. Where are we gonna find a dress that fits our dwarf friend? And you're just like, I got it! Alright, cool.
I have very specific encounter designs to do now. Jeez.
You're the one that gave him the dress. You better tailor the game. And
Yeah,
But,
I
um,
want to be able to use every
that was
item
a
I
pun.
get.
You're welcome.
Oh, tailor the game, nice.
Oh.
Oh.
As evening eventually falls, and it gets to be about the time that you guys ran into the group of people yesterday, Atone, you are pinged by your little pseudo-dragon. Targan says,
Turgan.
those guys from yesterday are on their way back.
Just the three.
They got 2 more friends. The bear guy I saw yesterday, and the other one who's like Rinlin-sized.
I let everyone know. We got 5 incoming. One's a bear creature, so half ogre sized kind of thing, and then another that's more like Rin.
Oh, I'm super excited for the bear.
Soul hides in a dressing room.
I plan on charming the bear so that we don't have to fight it.
Oh, damn.
I'm gonna fight it.
The bear is another one of the bear is a raven, just a bear. And I think that tail you saw is another one of those things.
Alright, well then maybe I'll charm one that looks regular. Not extra special.
Not extra.
Okay.
Let's see
there,
how this
there
goes.
were 2 regular guys with the rat guy, right?
They were super cloaked. They'd spoken real growly, weird voices.
So probably not regular. They probably don't deal in regular.
Probably not. Probably all special sauces.
Probably.
But notice that the doctor is not among them.
Nope.
This guy's straight pissing me off.
Wait, hold on. Why don't we sneak out the back right now and go directly to the doctor?
Because he's got more guards.
Yeah, he's got more guards, and I'm still trying to play this off as if this is really Alistair. If we go at him, that's different. Whereas I'm still trying to sit here and like power move and be like, no, bitch, you come to me.
I don't
And
know, I
Tad,
think Alistair might
Mm.
power move him. Like
Yeah.
if Alistair showed up right now while all his guards are gone,
His,
and we have like
I think
2
it's
minutes
better
to
to
decide.
assume that Alistair is tactically a little more competent than that, because if you go towards something without a really good distraction, keeping those other people distracted, like they're gonna come back and they're gonna be on your ass while you're trying to take care of what's in front of you.
Alright.
how many were there again?
5?
5.
The 3 from last night, a bear creature, and another one.
We can take them. The bird thing didn't take like anything.
We also could just leave. We could also just see what they have to say. More so.
Block them in, burn the building down. You know, there's a lot of things. you
I
can do.
actually really was thinking about that because I was gonna like if we barred the back door, and then
It
we
would save
stood.
us on cremation costs.
Yeah, if we can bar the back door again because the stuff is still sitting right there. Stand by the front door. Wait for them to walk in. And just
I could actually put an illusion of Alistair inside, and they'd all rush in, and we could all just be waiting hidden outside
I
and
guess.
lock the door.
Yeah. How can we
But
stop
if they
them
have
from
like
walking back
retard
out?
bear strength, yeah, if they have like retard bear strength, then
So, do you have stone shape?
Let me tell you, if I do. 1.
One instance arcane lock would be amazing.
I think it takes a
Oh.
while to cast.
That'll be a 3rd level spell if I'm remembering correctly, right?
I think it's higher. We abuse the fuck out of stone shape.
No, it's I have meld with stone, but I don't have stone shape.
Do you have
Such is
shatter?
life.
Can we collapse the building?
Oh,
if
I
we
have
want to?
shatter.
Could you like
I have shatter.
wait for them to enter and then just like shatter support beams and have it collapse on top of them, with them inside?
We could weaken the building. Yeah.
You know, we could weaken it for like they're on their way. So
Yeah. Well, how far away is that? Cause
100 feet.
yeah, no, they're probably almost here with all this talking.
yeah.
Do we want to hide real quick? And I drop a illusion of Alistair so that they all charge him, and then we can hit them while they're grouped.
Because if they group, I can shatter them real hard, and they will not like it.
I guess if you guys want to just go.
We could always see how it goes, because they might say something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's try to not fight yet.
Okay.
But be prepared to fight. Like always.
Absolutely.
I do still want to do that thing where like we're on either side of the door, so when they all come in, we just walk behind them,
I'm good with that.
like hide on either side of the door.
Okay.
Do we need to roll to hide, or are we just gonna be able to do that?
So you guys are hiding against the side door. The individuals come up. They open the door. The largest one steps in first. He looks around. He opens his mouth. And we'll find out what he says next time.
Yep. What I was expecting.
Oh,
Yeah. I thought too.
About 20 minutes left. Don't want to get into this next little part because it's going to be a bit longer than that, I'm guessing.
And you gotta go make the map.
That too.
yeah.
You guys, again, did things that I wasn't expecting you to do. But,
You know,
pretending
I'm
to be
curious to know-
Alistair.
Yeah. Suck it.
I'm always curious to know like what you expected us to do, because I feel like we never do that.
So, like, if you're ever really curious, ask me after what seems like the plot arc is done. So for this, after you're done dealing with the doctor, feel free to just message me and ask me, because I'm more than happy to
I'm
tell
going
you.
to, 'cause I
Unless
would love
something,
to know.
if there's stuff I have to withhold for other stuff later on, I will. But
Absolutely.
I don't mind revealing what I expected you guys to do. But yeah, that's where we're going to end tonight's stream. Anyone watching, feel free to tune in on Wednesday, the 16th, to watch another episode of Keymasters. You can watch me, who just made a deal with a commie spirit to get a list of a bunch of people I need to murder. He also gave me my tongue back so I can talk again. However, I get a list of words every session now from Brad that I am not allowed to say, and if I say them even out of character, I get penalties. So watch me deal with that, because I like getting challenges for role-playing that are ridiculous and dumb. And Brad, for some reason, accommodates my sick role-playing fetishes.
You heard it here.
That got dark real quick.
It's
That's an evil campaign, to be fair. So, and then tune in on Saturday to watch more Star Called, where you get to watch me be a bard and be a complete crazy person half the time and do things that no person in their right mind would do, but I do them anyway because it's fun. Everyone else is there too for those games who usually plays them. And then we will be
All those
back.
Other people.
Not next week, but the week of the 28th. January 28th will be the next episode of Stop, Drop, and Roll. Thank you guys all for tuning in, be it live or the YouTubes, and we'll catch you next time. Bye, everyone.
goodbye.